So click live and you're good.
Yay! Here we are. I am so I would not say happy. I'm saying overwhelmed of happiness because I have this amazing person from Hawaii, which I love. I've been there about 3 times and I fell in love with Hawaii. And he is going to just give us so much information that will be good for us today, that I'm overwhelmed of happiness. And we were talking a little bit, and I want, as usual, ask you to say your name first, and then where you're from and what time is it there now.
Sounds good. Thank you, Maya. Thank you so much for this opportunity. And welcome, everyone. If you're here live, please let us know. #live. If you're watching the replay or #replay and whatnot. So yes, I am from Hawaii. My name is Derek. And right now what time is it? 7 a.m., 7:12 a.m. here in Hawaii. So I know in Brazil right now, it's 6 hours ahead. So
yeah, 2 o'clock, 2
right,
2 p.m. Yeah.
So yeah, I'm excited for today. I'll share, what I have and definitely give, most value so you guys can really take home and try to utilize these strategies.
Yes, definitely. But first, before we go into the nitty gritty, I would love you to introduce your life and what made you come and be an entrepreneur that would create this amazing work that you're doing, this amazing service that you're doing to help our lives as entrepreneurs. Tell me how you started, what you used to do, and what made you become an online entrepreneur, please.
Yeah, of course, definitely. So everyone has their origin story. So I actually have this in my slide in the beginning here. As you can see, name wise, and I followed a very traditional, typical education system where you go to school, right, go college, and then get a job and all that. So I got my degree, got a business degree. I have a doctorate in physical therapy degree. So, but after I started working as a physical therapist, right, or for some of you folks out there, it's physiotherapy. I realized, as an employee working for a corporation, it really doesn't equate to freedom, because I wanted to do so much, like more traveling. I wanted to buy more things, right? I wanted to support my family, help out my mom, my grandma, and all that. And that was, one of the big reasons why I went into a field, particularly a higher paying field. But then I knew that in this field, physical therapy, it's not a money making field. I just enjoy helping people, right? But I thought I would have been like a little bit more freedom. But, as most of you, if you're, from the United States, you know that time off, right? Vacation days are very limited when you first started. So that is one of the bummers, because you work the whole year and then all you get is like 10 days of vacation. And that's really not enough, despite working 40 to 50 hours, right? So I, did what a lot of people do online, is like, I started thinking, how can I earn more money, right? Because also I was brought up in a sense, you always have to save money. But I'm thinking, if you're earning at a certain point and you're always just trying to save, that there's really no like potential of earning, right? So instead of thinking how I can save, how can I earn more so I could just like increase, right? So that was my thinking. So I looked online, and obviously most people, they put how to make money online, right? And I've looked with different options here and there, and eventually I came up with affiliate marketing. That's how I first started online, affiliate marketing, and that really just brought a whole new light, because the model that you learn and everything like that, it's really interesting. But there's also some limitations as well, because when I started online, it was just so hard to get like traffic, get leads and whatnot.
Oh,
not to
yeah.
have the right clientele per se. So it was just a struggle. So that's why when I learned about software and how it can automate my process, getting leads and especially there's just so many different ways of getting leads and traffic. But
Yeah.
I realized, oh, if I could create a software that really helps me do this, and um, I guess amplify what I have already, which is Facebook, right? A lot of people are using Facebook for marketing. If I can use a tool and use that to get the leads, then that's awesome. And that's how it is all created. And this is how it started and why it was created, to help utilize what you have already in Facebook and then just use that to really gain your leads. So now I'm just helping people with the software to really find their ideal clients. Your avatar, right? Everyone talks about their avatar, and it's to create the right avatar list so you can help those that you really want to help with your message.
Definitely. We definitely have to have ideal public. Otherwise, you won't sell anything. Otherwise, you won't have a business. Otherwise, you won't have engagement and things like that.
True, and you may not even have the right engagement too. If you're just like trying to promote or give value to people who are not on your ideal list or your right avatar, then you're just kind of talking to a wall because they're not interested at all, right? It's kind of
Yes.
like if I'm selling like health products, right? But the person is like a health doesn't need it or doesn't desire it, then it doesn't work that way.
Yeah. And this is something that is really important talking about your extension, because this is what made me interested, because you have something very unique about the way you created your software. And let's talk a little bit about the software and extension. What is the difference? How that works for us entrepreneurs? How that facilitates us to get the right public in our group?
Yeah, and I actually have a presentation if you want, where it kind of trains
Yeah.
you, on how to do that and how to even incorporate that as well.
Okay.
Because if you don't mind me going
No,
into
I
it,
don't
right?
mind. The opposite. I wanted to give. I promote it as a free training, so let's do it. Sure.
Right. Yeah. As a free training, I want to be able to give you strategies and for everyone to use. So as you can see, here's the title: Facebook Friends List Hack. Right, building your ideal friends list. Now, this is important because your friends list right now is your business list. Okay. Now, some people are building, taking a long time to build it. Right. So here is some things that my extension does. Is basically increases your friends, but not only increase the results, but not increase the quantity, but increase it with the right people. Okay, so you can see here from before and after, I can increase it that much within a short period of time. I believe this was just about 4 or 5 days, and just kind of increased it automatically.
Look at that.
Yeah, from just like 900 something to all the way to almost 1,000 more.
Right. Amazing.
Yeah. So and then I put this page up is because if you find the right people, then you can actually have more sales, because when you're posting things, then you're actually talking to the right people and they can resonate you more.
Right.
Okay. So for the goal today is I want to talk about the purpose of your friends list. Okay. How you can use it for business. There's different ways of using it. And, there's the segmentation process you can do that you can speak directly to your audience. Or for some people, when you're starting online, you don't want to show your friends and family, right? So there's a way to kind of hide things. There are different places where your ideal clients are hiding. So I'll go over, where you can find them. The process from, taking them from strangers to friends to customers, and how a little bit of how the Facebook algorithm is working nowadays in 2020, just so you can increase engagement and possibly sales, and just overall using this extension to really save time and money, right?
Okay.
So first things first.
Awesome.
Your friends list, the purpose of it, you have 5,000 friends space, right? You can use it for business now, right? You do have an option of removing all your friends and family, start over, because a lot of us often have that mental barrier, that mindset, and I did too. Okay. It wasn't until I created this extension then I started like deleting all my family and friends and all that, just because they were high school friends long time ago. They don't interact with these type of content. They want to talk about silly stories, partying, and all that.
Yes,
So it's
yes,
not the same. It's not the same.
yes, it's not.
When you're doing something
Definitely
different
not.
too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Online, some family members are,
But you
just
do have the white list, right?
that's true. Yes. Well,
Yeah.
yeah. Uh, the the whitelist where you don't have to delete them.
Right.
But ideally, since you're going to use this for business, just know that you're going to put everything out there, right? The content reach is small percentage for potential gauge. What this means is when you post things on your Facebook, right? It's your Facebook is going to show it to a percentage of your people, okay?
Right.
And then it's going to be based on how engaged they are. It's going to show it to more people or not. So if you have like 1,000 friends, right, and they're not really engaging, Facebook's going to think, oh, it's not very important, so it's not going to show you to more people on your friends list. But if you have like 1,000 friends, and let's say half of it is very engaging, they're more likely to react or comment on them, then it's going to be good, because once you post something, they're going to respond, right, and like it or comment on it. Then Facebook's going to be like, wow, this person is puts up good content that people like, let's show it to more of his friends. So that's very important too. So it's better to have engaging friends than not engaging friends. Okay.
Okay.
Segmentation is basically categorization, because you can categorize your friends, and when you post, you can post to certain friends and talk to them. So if you want to talk to family, you can put family, and then say, hey, how's everything with the family reunion or anything like that. Or if you
Right.
want to talk to specific people, because sometimes you might target coaches, right? Or you want to target marketers or network marketers, affiliate marketers and stuff like that. You could do that as well.
Right.
Maybe use if you don't want to advertise your family. So that's why this was here. But definitely, ultimately, you want to work towards posting public. You don't want to just post to a certain amount of people, because then you may limit your reach in a sense. But this is just an option. It may be time consuming too, because let me show you how it's done. Okay, so after you add a friend, you can click the friend and you can create a list. And you can see here, right, after you click the list, like I have different lists. Like, for me, this is one list, and there's certain people on that list, and then online business owners, right? Or rehab, because I'm in the physical therapy world. I have a lot of physical therapy friends.
Right.
They don't want
Yeah.
to see some contents. So
No,
that's why I
they
created
don't.
them.
Yeah.
Yeah. But for me, eventually, I kind of just deleted all of them. So now I'm just like posting, publicly. So, but this is just an option for you folks, and a more direct way of, um, putting
Communicating.
your posts. Correct,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
Communicating, and yeah, and when you post when you type in your post, you can click on your list down here, or you could do public. Okay, so ultimately, it's public. That's the goal.
Right.
So let's talk about where your ideal friends is. Everyone has this avatar, and I know when you're starting this online business, they always tell you, okay, you have to know what your niche is. You have to know who your ideal client is, and that's there's different ways of finding it. You can find them the niche or the interest specific, Facebook pages, suggested friends, or ideally it's in groups nowadays, right? And you can even use Facebook ads too, but I won't be discussing that too much, because that's not the main purpose. But let me go over the first four, right? So first one is niche and interest specific. You can really use audience insight. Have any of you ever used audience insight to really look at your target audience and all that?
I have not.
So let me share my screen, and then let me demonstrate how that is. It's on business.facebook.com, and everyone has this. This is your business manager. If you have a Facebook account, you have this. Okay, and once you go here, you just click on the top left, and then
If you have a business account, not a personal account.
no.
That's it.
No, if
Doesn't
you
matter?
have, doesn't matter. If you have a Facebook account, Personal
Okay.
account doesn't matter. You have access to this.
Okay.
Yeah, so you might have to create an account inside Business Manager, but it basically you can just use your personal login. But anyways, for here, it's a research tool basically. So you can see I logged in, and here's my audience that I can create. I can look for everyone in the United States, or I can put like Brazil, right? Right, could be like that, depending on where you want your audience to be. You could do the age, right? I could do 18 to any, or maybe I just want to, help people in up to 60s, maybe, or maybe between like 30 and 60, all gender, interest based. This is where you type it in. Let's say you're doing like mindset, for example, right? You can target mindset interest, because you know how everyone sort of like likes pages, right? Or some sort. You can do that mindset, and then you can do other things too, and it'll find there's not really too much here. Let's see, audience. Okay, another example. Let's do Tony Robbins. Sometimes you can put interest as public figure, right?
Right.
Let me see. That's interesting. How come it's like this? Right. Typically, it'll show results here. So everyone on Facebook. So yeah, looks like here. So you probably have to create an account inside Business Manager. You can't use your personal ad account. Okay. You have to just create an account here. And then from here, United States, 18 to any, all interests. Let's do Tony Robbins. Okay, and you can see how many people actually are interested in Tony Robbins here. Most of them are this age and all that. 52% of women on Facebook or all like that. You can see, their relation status, education level, and all that. It gives you a lot of information.
Yeah, that's great information.
Right. And then you can see the activity level in the last 30 days, how often people are looking for this, and what percentage of devices are used and all that. The main thing I want you to get out of this is page likes, okay? Because these are where your people, who are interested in Tony Robbins, right? If you're like targeting people who are interested in mindset, personal development, all that, they're more likely to go here, right? The page like, obviously, Tony Robbins is a very easy one. His page, but you can also target people like in Jim Rohn's page, or like Gary Vee. A lot of people know Gary Vee, right? A lot of these are the same interest people. You go on their pages, and then you can see whatever they post. You see people commenting on them. Like you see how look, every time they post 200 comments and all that.
Right.
And these people are the ones who are interested, and they could be potentially your clients too, because if you're interested, if you're trying to target and trying to help people who are interested in mindset, possibly this is, these are the people.
Right.
So you can go through the comments and kind of see, okay, who is, who may be your potential target or your audience. So you can kind of look through their page. Sometimes they don't have a lot of information, like a lot of us online entrepreneurs have, right? But if they do, and if you feel like, oh, this person could be, one person, so you could easily add them, or you could reply to their, comments and kind of put yourself in front of them.
Start a connection.
Correct. Right. So that's where you can go. So same thing with these other pages too, right? This one doesn't have too much comments. Gary Vee, he has a lot. I mean, yeah. So go through their comments, and these people are interested in these type of topics. So if you're targeting, going back to the example, mindset things, business related things, this is where you can go and, people that you want to help.
Great. Okay? Yeah, that's somewhere to start.
Right. Yeah. So you can use audience insight. You can do different interests, and then look at the page likes here.
Right.
All right. So going back to, let's see, this slide. So again, there's that link. Another way is the suggested friends, right? Um, you can, I'm sure everyone can see that, when they're adding friends, right? The friend request is coming in, but if you scroll down, you can see, people you may know, and that's just Facebook's algorithm recommending people that you may have interest with because of your mutual friends. So from there, you could potentially add them. But if,
Mm-hmm.
of course, like for example, yeah, affiliate marketers, right? I get a lot of like people who are in marketing because I was in the field or I am in the field. So,
Mm-hmm.
it recommends other affiliate marketers as well. So
Oh,
that's another way you can add friends as well. Second source. Um,
okay.
okay, so Facebook groups. This is definitely a very key thing to do nowadays. So if you go on Facebook and you can search, let's say, going back to your mindset example, right? The mindset example. Okay, let's say you want to search for groups that are mindset. You just type in mindset because you have to remember Facebook is a search engine. It's actually one of the most popular search engines out there. So you type in whatever you're looking for, your target
Yeah, it's
audience.
Facebook and Google, right? Those are the
Right.
biggest ones.
Correct. Yeah.
Yeah.
Facebook, Google. You can use YouTube as well, but YouTube is part of Google. So,
Right.
yeah. So mindset. You type in mindset, you go into groups, right? And when you're looking for groups, you definitely want to find private groups, not public groups, because a lot of public groups are very spammy and they have like thousands of posts each
I
day.
know
Uh,
you get some weirdos.
true. You do get weirdos, yeah. And with private groups, it's a lot more controlled, right? But even with private groups, you have to kind of look at which groups you're joining. You don't want to join like one that has like 50,000 people. They're posting like 300 times a day, you see? Because when you post your content in those groups,
Forget it.
yeah, it's not going to be
It's
seen
just
a lot.
nothing. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's why you have to kind of look through it and it gives you a good list of, of places, right?
Right.
So you can join it. You have to kind of research a little bit. And when I'm doing this is I click it and I'm kind of looking to see which one is actually resonates with me, right?
Right.
If you're looking for people with mindset, let's say if you're looking at this group, you kind of have to look at how many people are in it. 4,000, that's a good amount. 19 posts, not bad. So and you can read their description, what they're about. Do they have people who are sort of like your ideal clients?
Mm.
So this is not a bad group just because of the number wise. 1,000, not bad. Yeah. So these are good groups. Good groups. Definitely, you want to keep it less than 10,000, and then the post should be pretty good too. Yeah, shouldn't be the 100 posts. Shouldn't even be 50, but yeah. In terms of today, if they're posting
Okay.
50 posts per day, then that's a lot, and your
That's a
your
lot.
your your post is not going to be shown to a lot of them.
I see.
Hmm. So yeah, and then I'll show you what to do after you find them on Facebook, right?
Mm-hmm.
Later on, and using the software as well. So
Right.
again, we've used Audience Insight and Facebook pages, right? Facebook groups, suggested
Mm-hmm.
friends, right?
Yeah.
That's how you can
Mm-hmm.
find your ideal people and you can add them as friends, right?
This
Now,
is
here's the problem.
awesome.
Yeah, good. I hope you guys are getting value out of this. I hope
Oh my
you know
goodness. Yes. I'm going to promote
implementing.
this like crazy.
Mhm. Yeah, and you'll have the replay for everyone. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, that's what I'm gonna,
yeah.
and I'm gonna do it like when we have the training, then we can later
Mhm.
on have a what do you call? I forgot the term that Facebook calls when we replay. It's
Oh,
like a
the watch
party,
party.
the
Yeah, the
watch
watch
party.
party. Yeah.
Yeah, the watch party.
Yeah, so that's awesome. Yeah, so whoever's watching here live, yeah, just I hope you're enjoying it. Let us know if you're here live, but if you're watching the replay, also let us know what you're thinking right now in the
Yeah,
comments. Um,
yeah.
and
Make sure
hashtag you
that you
guys.
ask StreamYard to Facebook to allow StreamYard to um, show your comments.
That's true, right? Yeah. So
Yeah.
I think you have to give permission to that, right? If you're coming
Yeah,
in.
yeah. Hmm.
Yeah. Okay, so going on, so you know where the ideal clients are now. What do you do? What's the process of converting them from strangers to friends to customers, right? So oftentimes this is the process where you put value-driven posts. And I'll show you some examples later on, but it's basically posting there and trying to get people's attention, trying to draw out your ideal client. You definitely want to start conversations within that thread right after you post. And then from there, you can do manual clicking, or you can, use the software to just automatically add the engaging people. So that's one of the key differences. You click, 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 or you could just let it run in the background. So I'll show you that later on. After they become your friends, you want them to see your content, because that's how you're promoting your own business, right? Or how you're providing value to your audience. They're on your friends list now. They have front row seats to your content, right? Do you ever notice that you get a notification every time someone goes live, right?
Yes.
Right. So that's one of the main reasons why you want them to be your friends. They get the front row seat every time you go live. Their phone or their computer, Facebook will notify, oh, your friend, blah, went live just now. So
Right.
they will get that notification. Sometimes, in order for them to see it, on their newsfeed and all that, you may have to kind of warm up the Facebook algorithm, and we'll talk a little bit about that later. And it's called priming in some examples. The first time I heard this was from Alex Elliott, who's a big,
Yes, it's my
influencer there.
teacher. She's my
Yeah, there you
teacher
go.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
so so she's been spreading that word. Some other people have used it, like Zeki Ahmed, and yeah, Robert Montgomery. Like, so those are just few examples, but yeah, you can see this has been used by a lot of influencers and all that. So you'll see how it looks afterwards. So let's dive into the value-driven posts, for example.
Okay.
Right? There's different types. There's so many actually, and some people would just put names on them, right? I'm just gonna cover these really simple 6. Yeah. When you post, it could involve your learning experience, right? It could be a motivational post. It could be about something about pain, but also your resolution to pleasure, right? It was painful,
Right.
now it's better, because
Right.
people like that type of journey. You can also post things that would get people to respond because they're curious, or you could be curious about it as well. You could post result posts. This way you can really cheer for your team members or cheer for your audience. Results could be like, oh, I just helped my client, succeed their 1,000 day or something like that. Or you can congratulate, like, wow, congratulate to my team member. They earned this much, or they helped this thousands of people just today. So
Right.
that's a result post. And last post is a lead generation post or an offer post, where you purposely try to get people to get into your email list and get them to respond, so they're your interested clients, so you can get their email and they could become a lead, right? So going on to examples, this is a learning experience post example by Zeki. Some of you may know him. He's a big affiliate marketer, big internet person. He's been online for a while, and he has his own software as well. So he posted this, and it's about his learning experience. He learned about affiliate marketing. You can see how many people reacted to it. 73 people, 54 comments, and all that.
Yeah.
By the time I even Snapchat this, like, or not Snapchat, but when I copied this, it already became 59. So it was that fast. So he gets a lot of engagement, and he's one of the people who actually talks about warming up the algorithm too, and I'll talk about that in a bit. This is a motivational post example. This person there's absolutely no right time. He's just kind of motivating you people. Just people who's seeing his post. You can see 91 people reacted and 110 comments. So he's getting people's attention. This is a pain and pleasure post by this guru here, this online person, Sarah. She's been working online for quite a bit, and you can see how never forget how far you've come. She's had struggles. This is talking about her pain, and then she's talking about the struggles, and just remember, it's all worth it. Be proud of the person you are, because there's so much further. Eventually, she found her success, and that's how she talks from pain to pleasure, right?
Right.
And you can see the amount of comments and share reactions, right? 194 reactions, 43 comments. This one's people curiosity. You post these, you know, that, and it's just trying to get conversation, right? You can see here, you know, Jonathan here, he's mentioned how he's, you know, had this result, and it's like it kind of creates a spark. People will be like thinking, "Wow, how can I get those results?" Right?
Right.
Right? Or ask a question, and people is going to respond, right? Result post. This person just made, you know, some money, right? Make that amount of money. So she's talking about her result. It's just the beginning. It's really happening and all that. Finally, it's this one. So you see 400 something reactions, 153 comments, a lot of people commenting on that. So people are like, you know, going for it, you know, rooting for it. Yay. So last one is lead generation examples. You know, for example, this person, Brad, he's saying, oh, he's targeting nonprofits here. You know, here's a free funnel map for you. Some people provide it for free. Some people would say, oh, here's a free thing for you. Just let me know if you want it. And then you send them a DM and, you know, send them a link to, let's say, your landing page or maybe your chat bot, right? I know you folks had like a training on chat bot recently, right?
I did
Right.
with
So,
Misbah. Yeah.
right. Yeah. So you can definitely use that method too. You know, if they're interested, put your file or whatever, right, in your chat bot. Just send them the chat bot link. Once they
that's going to take a while because it's so much information. I'm so eager to learn as much as I can, and it's so much information that sometimes I get overwhelmed.
Oh,
and
that's
then
true.
I stop and I do one thing at a time, because otherwise I go berserk. You know, I was like,
Definitely, yeah. You have to focus on one thing. I get that all the time as well. It's just there's so many things to do.
Too much.
Yeah, but you know, this example is just, you know, an example of what you can do to kind of get those people who you're targeting out, right? So this other example is like, oh, what's your niche? We can probably help each other. So it kind of gets people to draw in an answer like, oh, I'm in this niche, and that means, you know, that way you can know whether or not they're the right audience for you. This is an offer post, pretty easy. It's just like, hey, I have an offer for you. Let me know. And of course, some of you may know Doug, right? He's really big in the ClickFunnels community. But anyways, that's an offer post. Okay. So after you post things, right, people are gonna comment. You want to comment back with, you know, good responses, and responses that would definitely have them engaging again. So maybe questions, open-ended questions. Don't say, oh, do you like it like this? Like, do you like doing mindset training, for example? Going back to the mindset example, do you like doing mindset training like that? I mean, that's a closed-ended sentence, meaning they could just say yes, no. You know, there's really no room for conversation there. So you want to definitely have open-ended questions and just say, oh, what are your thoughts on this? That way they could respond, right? And you want to keep the conversation going for a few times before you know whether they're, you know, your ideal client or not. Especially if they engage more and they reply to your content, then you know they're an engaging person. So if they're ever on your friends list, then they're more likely to, you know, chat, like to comment on your stuff.
Right.
So that's the process. Once you find those people, you can invite them as friends. You can, again, click manually for hours, or you can even use, you know, software for the automation, which is what my software does. So let's go through a demo. So
yay!
Yeah, so the demo here, I know you've been waiting for this. Like, when is this gonna end? So,
no, I'm not going that way.
No.
But I'm excited because this is where, you know, I learned from you, and I decided to use it, and it's really easy, guys. It's really, if I can do it, so can you. That's what I'm looking for easy, and so I can manage to do all the it gotta be automated on your
so yeah, it's simple software. You know, it originally came out with one feature, which is the add function feature, where you can add friends, but now you can remove friends as well. So I'm constantly just updating and upgrading this software. So Maya got in early, right? And she got in, and so she's gonna have the remove feature, which is the new one that's coming out.
That's awesome.
So, anyways, you can click add friends. This is the auto feature. It looks like this. When you go in, you have to go into the plugin option, and this is where you set some numbers. The adding interval is basically how many seconds in between each ad. You want to add at least 60 to even 300, depending on how many people you're adding at first, right? So let's try to do 10. And actually, in this purpose, we could actually do about 20 seconds, right? But if you're adding like 50 people to 100, don't do 20 seconds. You gotta type in 60 or 100 seconds, because if you go too fast, then Facebook is gonna think that, oh, you're doing something spammy, so they might give you a soft block.
And then you go,
Yeah, so don't worry, you won't necessarily go into Facebook jail, but you'll have a soft block, meaning you can't view people's profiles. That's all.
Okay, so for 299 people, let's say, that would be the max of daily, right?
Yes. Ideally, you don't do too much. Like, I've tested this and I've added people 500. I've added 500 in a day before. That is dangerous, but that's because I know what I'm doing.
Let's talk to the beginners in this I'm a beginner, so I go with the safe stuff. Like I do 299, when I do it. I don't do it every day, so Facebook won't catch me.
True.
So what is the perfect 20 seconds in between?
No, if you're gonna do anywhere from about 100 people to 300 people, ideally it would be about 100 seconds.
100 seconds.
Do 100. Type 100, and if you're gonna put 200,
Sorry
ideally,
about the
because
interphone.
Facebook, no problem. Yeah, the Facebook bot, right? The robot, they'll detect whether you're using a if you do it too fast. So this is one way to really bypass it. But when you're adding people, you also if you also want to kind of target certain certain groups. For example, if you want to do one group first and add 50 from there, then another group 50, then another group 50, and that would help avoid the radar, Facebook's radar.
Oh, okay, that's a good tip.
Yeah, so but in this example, I'm just going to put 10 seconds and 10 people. That way you can see how it works. Okay, I'm going to update it, press update here, and then go on the left side here, new process. I'm going to refresh the group. And what the great thing about this extension is you don't even have to be on Facebook to use it. See, right now I'm not there. Like, I could easily just close this, right? And then it would still work, right? Okay, so 10, I refresh the group. And here's all my groups. It listed all my groups.
That's a lot of groups.
Yeah. And actually, some people have more. Some people have hundreds. But anyways, but you definitely only want to join groups that are relevant to your niche, right? So let's say I want to add, let's say this one, CF, ClickFunnels Affiliate Marketing for Beginners. I want to target beginners like that. So I could click that and I could activate that. Once I click activate it, what the software is doing is it's looking through all the posts in the group, and you can see how it's updating here, the posts, and it's going to look through like 40 something of them, and it's going to add how many people did I put? 10 people, right? It's going to look up 10. Okay. 10 people who are the most engaged people, and it's going to load them up. After it loads them up, then it's going to start adding them. So this extension is to find people based on engagement and add them as friends. So here you can see this person, not friends yet. So you see this button, add friends, right? It's
Yes.
still there.
Mm-hmm.
So right here, it says it's adding right now. So, oh, it added 2 people or 3 people already, right? So if I refresh this page, it should add it already. So you can see here, it automatically just added. So that's why it changed add friend to friend request sent.
Right.
Yeah.
It's
So
that easy.
yeah, it's that easy. Just let it run. Of course, for this demonstration purposes, I put 10 seconds, and that's why it's adding them that fast. And I know 10 seconds would be okay, just doing it 10 people.
10 people. Yeah.
Yeah, it's okay. I won't get blocked or anything like that.
Right.
Yeah, see, friend request sent.
But for me that do like 250, for example, what is the perfect timing?
There's really no perfect timing. I 100 seconds would be a safe thing to.
100 seconds.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. If you go more than 300, probably do like 300 seconds, which is 5 minutes, right?
Okay.
Yeah. So that's it. So that's how you add them, and then eventually you can connect with them, right? Right. So connect with them, and let me demo the other one too. Which this is the new one. This is the new feature that's coming out this month. Is remove friends. Some people have already been testing it. So when you click here, remove friends, because some people already have 5,000 friends, right? They need to start removing them. So
that's what I've been doing.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
So here, for this extension, it kind of looks at your posts. You can put it the last week, last month, 3 months, 6 months, and all that. You can do that, and it's going to load up your friends, and it'll show you the active ones. Right now, I'm in the active tab, or you can just do the inactive ones. Right. This is not fully finalized yet, so that's why there's not too much data. But I'm just kind of giving you like the behind the scenes stuff type of things. So you can kind of see who's inactive and all that. And then if you don't want to delete them because they're on your Dream 100 list and they just haven't seen your content yet, you could essentially click them and add them to the VIP list, because you have a VIP list over here.
Okay.
Right. So like, let's say Kim right here, right? Oh, I don't want to delete her. So add her to the VIP list. So she's here.
I see.
Right. And then basically, if you want to delete certain ones, you can select from this page or select all. On this row here, you can see 5 people at a time or 10 people at a time, because this way you can select just on this list, and it's only going to select these 10 people and not the rest, right? And then you can just remove them. Okay. So of course I'm not going to remove them. So anyways, that's the removal feature. Let's see. Great. Okay, so how's everyone doing at this point?
I'm doing great because I didn't expect to have so much information, and this is awesome, particularly for people that just starting, which is one of my target audiences.
Right.
I target people that just want to start, or people that are in this business already like me, but don't know the basics. This is basic. And if you don't have that, you're going to be going for years, banging your head, in the wall, not knowing what is going on because you didn't do your homework, the foundation.
Yeah. And it's basically definitely these are stuff that I had to learn as well. And along the way, it's like, oh, I wish I knew this from the start. So is it okay if I keep going?
Yeah, sure. Please.
Let's see how long. I definitely don't want to take up too long. It'll be a lot faster later. I just had pictures later. So let's keep going. So recap. You post in Facebook group, comment, make conversation, add your ideal people, right? Once you're friends, then you have to start spreading your message by, sending them a DM, or going Facebook Live, post on your wall. Right? And here's where you need to prime or even warm up your audience before they can see your stuff, right? Basically, priming is you just kind of comment other people's posts, on your newsfeed. Just go straight down and just comment, like. But you actually want to heart. You don't want to like. You want to heart, care, wow, or laugh. those are positive emotions, right?
Right.
And then Facebook is gonna feel like, oh wow, this content is engaging, so you two should share each other's posts. So there are a lot of people already doing this method of warming up the algorithm, meaning again going through your friends list or your home feed and just clicking heart 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 heart, comment on them. And it gets a little bit more specific than that, but that's just the basics of it. You want to
Right.
do that for about 15 to 30 minutes
Yeah.
before you post. That
Mhm.
way when you post, then it's going to be reached a lot more people.
Right.
So you can see if you do that, people like this will get comments, right? You see how many comments, or you can see how many people have reacted to it, right? Or this is one of my posts, right? You can see 100 comments, 64 likes, and all that. I did priming before this, just kind of warmed up the algorithm so it can show it to a lot more people.
I do that every day.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Same thing. Zeki does it too, and he's mentioned about this method as well. Alex S. Elliott, as you folks
X.
know,
Yeah.
yeah,
I learned from Alex.
right.
Yeah.
83 comments, 36 reactions. This person, Robert Montgomery, he's mentioned it. He's like one of the masters of this. You can see on his post, he gets 200 comments and
Wow.
200 reactions. So he does it pretty extreme, but he gets a lot of engagement. So that's good.
Yeah.
Quick exposure. Okay, so this is one example how it works. So the other day, it was actually just yesterday, and this guy, if you see Danish Khan right here, right? Danish Khan, he commented on my post. Okay, after he did that, when I clicked home, right, to see my news feed, his post was shown onto my feed. You can see that, right?
Yeah.
That Danish Khan, right? He posted this 15 hours, but because he commented on mine, I saw it. So this is the effects of warming up the algorithm or just priming. When you comment on someone or heart on somebody, you two are most likely going to see each other's things, most other's content. Yeah. So basically, get your message across. This is an overview. Find them on Facebook groups, post value, add them as friends, connect further, and then warm up the system, right? Warm up the algorithm. Then you post your content. Let people see. Right? That's the steps.
I see.
Is it okay to give more value?
No, please.
2 more minutes. So after just talking about all that, right? Obviously, I do have that extension, and I want to talk about that because it really will help you folks. And the benefit of this is to look for engaged users, right? Who are gonna be, reacting and engaging to your content. You can done without spending a lot of your time or saving money by not having to hire a VA. I've done that before. I've hired a VA to kind of like handle my Facebook stuff. It can definitely be costly. Basically, this extension can help remove inactive people so you can get more engagement on your post, increase your reach to your audience, engagement, connections, and possibly even more sales. Now, some people are saying, isn't it risky? Facebook bots or Facebook can, find you. Again, I mentioned it is only if you don't know what you're doing, but right now it's not risky because I've mentioned the interval times, how many friends to add. You want to space them out, different groups, right? So right now, this whole software is set to a minimum chance of being blocked, even a soft block. At most, you probably get a soft block, meaning, you can't view people's profiles, and it's just because you did it too fast. You added people too fast. Sometimes even if you comment too fast, you comment too much, right? Or message people too much, that's also a red flag too. So there's
yes, it is.
Yeah. So like one of my posts, I had like a lot of comments and all that, and I got a soft block basically. I can't, view certain profiles.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. But also, as once you get this extension, suggestions are given to follow to really minimize the chances of being blocked, right? Yeah. With my results, I've tested it, and I've been able to invite it over 100 people in a day. I've been able to remove more than 500 people in a day without any block. So far it's safe.
Cool.
differences between this extension, my extension, it's called Befriend GroupMates, and the difference with this with other extensions out there is it's the first one to really based on engagement. It finds those engaged people and invites them as friends. You can use it without logging into Facebook, so that's good. That way you can really focus on other tasks at hand. You're also able to reach multiple people, multiple groups, and you're able to have two functions now, add and remove. It was only one function before, but now it's two functions. So and the lifetime option is available if you don't want to pay monthly as well. So
that's the way I did. That's the one I did.
Right. Yeah. And there are people liking this too as well. So you can see it's safe for business, good for business owners online. So I really want to help you today, since I'm here, and thank you so much for
what you got. What you got for us, Derek?
Well, it's an early launch, as you know. I'm coming out with that second feature of Unfriend feature, right? And I want to do an early launch before I really set all the prices in place, right? So today, what I'm offering, and I want to help you folks, is I want to give you a lifetime license, right? Mm-hmm. Meaning with the business plan, which is the highest tier on the plan, and with the add feature and the removal feature, right? By getting this today, you'll have the free software for life, right? Upgrades. So whenever I add a new feature, you'll get that too, right? You have email support, chat support from me, right? And then you'll have training video as well. As a bonus, you'll be added into our Facebook group, right? With more training in there in the unit section. So that's always good. And another bonus is a content creation, because I know we talked about where to find them, and what to post and all that. But what do you do after, they're your friends? You prime them, and sometimes people don't know what to post. So I'm going to add in a PDF on what to post, your top 10 things to post, viral titles or post titles.
That's helpful.
Okay, that's helpful too. So today, if you're gonna get this extension, my extension, Befriend GroupMates, that's what you're gonna get: unlimited lifetime license with all the feature upgrades as well. You're gonna get the training videos. You're gonna join our Facebook group, and then I'm gonna send it over that top 10 post titles on value, so you know what to post after they become your friend. And I'll deliver that at a later date if you do. Total value more than 3,000. Today, I'm just gonna give it to you at 157, one time only.
That's
no
it?
monthly payment. Yeah, no one. I know it's kind of crazy. And even earlier, I was like, it was like thinking, that seems ridiculously low. Just because these softwares are not cheap. It costs thousands of dollars to really produce. But I feel it's time to give, and really
right, because people need our support, definitely.
Right. And yeah, so just get it this one time at 157. And also, do you have a surprise for them too? Like if they get it?
I want to throw something. I want to throw a bonus that I did. I like to, because I'm a slow learner. I'm not like fast pace. So I take my time to learn. And I did a list of all the things that I'm supposed to do, checklist of all the things that I have to do. And I put in a PowerPoint. And so that's going to serve to them as a bonus as well if they decided to join.
Perfect.
Befriend. Yeah.
Perfect. Yeah. So, you get all this and plus Maya's bonus checklist, so you know what steps to go with. Okay.
Yeah.
And that's just today, right? If you're interested, go on the link. I think Maya's going to post the link in the comment section.
I will, as soon as we finish.
Yeah. And it's gonna look something like let me demonstrate. It's gonna look something like this. When you go on the page, right, it's gonna say unlimited lifetime plan, right? You can see my screen here, 157 today only. It's gonna tell you what you get, exactly what I just mentioned. Put in your name, email, put in your credit card information, and from there, 157, boom. Then you get and that's it. Just today in this group only. Like very exclusive offer.
Let's take advantage of that, guys.
exclusive offer only. Just because thank you so much for letting me come on here to present this.
Thank you. You gave us a great training. I was not expecting this at all.
Yeah, and no, thank you. I really wanted to give value on this, and
Yeah.
so yeah, I hope this help. I hope the offer for the software is something that you can really see that it's a deal, honestly.
A very good deal.
Yeah, and just to let you know, this deal will go away on the 9th, Saturday night at 11 p.m. Eastern time, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's not going to be here forever. It will go away this Saturday at 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So,
Okay.
but yeah, thank you
I'll
so
make
much.
sure to let people know so they don't miss this opportunity. Yeah.
Yes.
And I thank you very much so for taking the time and taking, giving us so much value. This is like very valuable for anyone that wants to grow their business on Facebook with a group, for this 157 for a
Yeah,
lifetime. Oh
yeah,
my
that's true.
goodness.
And
Guys, think about it.
there's gonna be more updates with more features.
And yes, and on top of that, yeah,
Yeah, so it
definitely.
actually pays to be in early, as you know, Maya.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, oh my goodness. Yeah, I'm going to promote this more because a lot of people are doing their things. It's like lunchtime and there is so much going on. So I'll make sure that I promote more, this week until Saturday so they can take advantage. You said for us just today, 24 hours?
No. This offer can be extended
Until Saturday?
until Saturday. Yeah,
Okay.
so it gives them time because I know everyone's busy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I definitely understand that everyone's busy and everyone has their own things to do. But this video will be up for the replay in the group. So
Yeah,
feel free to
definitely.
comment on this if you have any questions.
Yes, guys. Make sure that you comment if you have any questions. Derek is amazing on the support. Take advantage of this opportunity because when he becomes a big guru in the internet, he's not going to be able to support us the way he does. So let's take advantage of this because this is amazing help for our business online.
Cool. Yeah, thank you so much for your time.
Yeah, thank you, Derek. Guys, I love you guys. Mwah. Thank you for being here and let's comment. Let's, hashtag replay or whatever you decide to communicate.
Yeah,
Derek
check out that link.
Derek is going to be very happy in helping because he loves to help people. I love to help people and take advantage of that. You're not alone on this.
We're just here helping each other. Yeah.
Yes, definitely. Thank you, Mike.
All right.
Okay.
Take care, everyone.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.